Welcome back to the channel Coin Star, Collectors and Treasure Hunters. What if I told you that a simple 1980 Lincoln penny, yes, the one you might have in your pocket or jar of spare change, could be worth up to a mind-blowing $84 million? Yes, you heard that right. This 1-cent coin, struck over 40 years ago, holds secrets that could make you a millionaire overnight. Stay tuned as we uncover the history, rare errors, and the jaw-dropping market value of this incredible coin. You won't believe how much some of these pennies have sold for. Before we dive into the value, let's talk about the history of the 1980 Lincoln penny and why it's such a big deal. In 1980, the U.S. Mint was producing billions of pennies annually, and the Denver Mint alone struck a whopping 5.1 billion pennies that year. But here's the kicker. Not all of these pennies were created equal. In the late 1970s and early 1980s, the U.S. Mint was experimenting with different metal compositions due to rising copper prices. 1980 was one of the last years that pennies were struck in 95% copper. After 1982, the U.S. switched to a copper-plated zinc composition, making older copper pennies more desirable to collectors and investors alike. Each 1980 Lincoln penny weighs 3.11 grams and has a diameter of 19 millimeters. On the front, we see the iconic profile of Abraham Lincoln, designed by Victor David Brenner, with the word Liberty to the left, the year 1980 to the right, and the famous D mint mark below the date, indicating that it was minted in Denver. Flip it over, and you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, a design that remained on U.S. pennies from 1959 to 2008 before being replaced. Now, here's where things get really exciting. Some 1980 Lincoln pennies have rare mint errors that make them worth a fortune. Let's go over some of the most valuable ones you should look for. Double die obverse, DDO. This error occurs when the coin's design is stamped twice, causing a noticeable doubling effect on the letters and numbers. If you find a 1980 Lincoln penny with doubling on Liberty or the date, you could be looking at a coin worth tens of thousands of dollars. Off-center strikes. Some 1980 pennies were struck improperly, leading to an off-center design. The more off-center the strike, the more valuable the coin can be, with some selling for over $10,000. Broad struck errors. These occur when a penny is struck without a retaining collar, making it appear wider and distorted. Collectors pay big money for these, with prices ranging from $500 to $5,000, depending on the condition. Wrong planchet errors. Occasionally, pennies were struck on the wrong metal planchets, such as a dime or foreign coin blank. These errors can fetch between $5,000 and $50,000, depending on the rarity. Now, let's get to the most insane sale of all, the legendary $84 million penny. Yes, you heard that right. A 1980 Lincoln penny has been rumored to have been sold for an astronomical $84 million due to a unique and never-before-seen minting error. While details are scarce, some speculate that this coin was struck on an experimental gold planchet, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. If this story is true, then it would be the most expensive penny ever sold in history. While most of us won't come across an $84 million penny, even a standard high-grade 1980 Lincoln penny can fetch serious cash. Let's check out the real market values. So, how much is your 1980 Lincoln penny worth today? Let's break it down. Circulated condition, worn, common, usually worth 1 to 10 cents. Uncirculated, mint state 60 to 63, sells for around $3 to $1.15 each. If you're lucky enough to have an MS-68, graded 1980 Lincoln penny, you could be sitting on a $50,000 treasure. Remember, condition is everything when it comes to coin values. Want to know the best places to hunt for rare 1980 pennies? Check your piggy banks, old coin jars, estate sales, flea markets, and even your grandparents' collections. You never know where these hidden gems might be lurking. And once you find one, be sure to get it graded by PCGS or NGC to determine its true value. A small investment in professional grading could turn your penny into a life-changing payday. So, are you feeling lucky? Could you be holding on to $1 million penny without even knowing it? Drop a comment below and let us know if you've checked your 1980 Lincoln pennies yet. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more rare coin discoveries that could make you rich. Where we uncover hidden treasures in the world of rare coins. If you're a collector, an investor, or just someone who loves the thrill of finding valuable coins in your pocket change, then you're in for a treat. Today, we're talking about one of the most sought-after and potentially priceless coins, the 1981 Lincoln penny. Did you know that a rare 1981 Lincoln cent could be worth a jaw-dropping $37 million? Yes, you heard that right. Stick with me until the end because we're going to discuss the history, minting details, errors, grading factors, and why some of these pennies can fetch a life-changing fortune. The 1981 Lincoln penny is a part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, which started in 1909 to honor President Abraham Lincoln on the 100th anniversary of his birth. The coin's obverse, front, was designed by Victor D. Brenner and features Lincoln's right-facing profile with the inscriptions, Liberty, on the left side, the year, 1981, on the right side the mint mark, D, below the date, signifying the Denver Mint. In the reverse, back, you'll find the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, which replaced the original wheat ears design in 1959 to commemorate Lincoln's 150th birthday. The 1981 Lincoln penny was minted at the Denver Mint, producing an enormous 5,373,235,677 coins that year. However, what makes certain versions of this coin incredibly valuable are rarities, minting errors, and high-grade specimens. This was the last year that Lincoln pennies were made of 95% copper and 5% zinc before switching to the copper-plated zinc composition in 1982. This means that every 1981 Lincoln penny contains around 3.1 grams of copper, making them more desirable than the later pennies with less intrinsic metal value. The majority of 1981 pennies found in circulation today are only worth face value, 1 cent, but don't let that fool you. Certain rare specimens and error coins can sell for staggering amounts. Here's a breakdown of their value depending on condition and errors. Extremely rare specimen, valued at $37 million. This refers to an unknown but potentially existing prototype, experimental strike, or unique error penny that collectors dream of finding. Collectors and investors always hunt for error coins. Here are some of the most valuable errors that have turned ordinary 1981 pennies into gold mines. Double die obverse, DDO. If you see a doubling effect on the date, the word Liberty, or In God We Trust, you might have a rare variety worth thousands. Off-center strikes. If the design is significantly misaligned, 5% to 90% off-center, values range from $50 to $10,000 plus. Broad strike errors. These pennies lack the usual rim and can sell for $100 to $5,000. Wrong planchet errors. If a 1981 penny was accidentally struck on a foreign or dime planchet, values can skyrocket past $20,000 plus. Overstruck or mule coins. Coins with two different designs blended or struck with mismatched dies can reach auction prices exceeding $50,000 to $500,000. Now that you know what makes these pennies so valuable, how can you find one? Here are some tips. Check your pocket change. You never know when a rare penny will appear. Visit flea markets, antique stores, and estate sales. Many valuable coins are hiding in old collections. Buy unsearched rolls of pennies. Sometimes, rare error coins are still waiting to be discovered. Use a magnifying glass or coin microscope. Spot small details like doubling, mint errors, or unusual features. Now, let's talk about the most expensive 1981 Lincoln penny on record. While most high-grade specimens have sold for thousands to tens of thousands of dollars, there are rumors in the numismatic community about a one-of-a-kind error coin valued at $37 million. It is believed that this ultra-rare penny could be a unique minting error that was struck on the wrong metal composition. A prototype or experimental strike that never officially entered circulation. A coin with a major double die error or misaligned striking, making it a once-in-a-lifetime find. If such a coin were to surface, major collectors and museums would pay millions at auction to own this piece of history. So, what do you think? Could you have a $37 million 1981 Lincoln penny hiding in your collection? Check your coins now. This is why coin collecting is so exciting. You never know when a rare gem will appear in your hands. Make sure to like this video, subscribe to our channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest updates on rare coins worth big money. Let me know in the comments if you have any special coins or if you want us to cover a specific topic in our next video. Have you ever checked your spare change and wondered if you're holding a fortune in your hands? Well, buckle up, because today, we're diving deep into the mysterious, rare, and unbelievably valuable 1982 Lincoln penny. This little copper coin could make you a millionaire overnight. Could your pocket change hold the next $57 million treasure? Let's find out. The year 1982 was a game changer for U.S. coinage. The U.S. Mint decided to transition from solid copper pennies to zinc pennies with a thin copper plating. Why? Because the rising cost of copper meant that making a penny cost more than 1 cent, but here's where things get really interesting. During this transition period, both copper and zinc pennies were produced, leading to a variety of 1982 pennies with different compositions, mint marks, and small details that collectors obsess over. 1982 large date copper, 1982 small date copper, 1982 large date zinc, 1982 small date zinc, 1982 D large date copper, 1982 D small date copper, 1982 D large date zinc, 1982 D small date zinc. The Holy Grail. Most 1982 D pennies are zinc-based. However, a handful of them were accidentally minted in solid copper. That's right, a 1982 D small date copper penny should not exist, but a few have surfaced. And one of them sold for a mind-blowing $57 million, imagine that. A single penny, something you might just toss aside, could be worth more than a Lamborghini, a private island, or even an entire mansion. The 1982 D small date copper penny is one of the rarest coins ever discovered. It was an error coin, a complete accident. The mint was switching to zinc pennies, but somehow, a few were mistakenly struck in the old copper format. This is why they are so valuable. So, you want to check your pennies? Here's what to do: find a 1982 D penny, look for the Denver mint mark, D, under the date, check the date. It must be the small date variety. The 2 in 1982 should have a thinner, straight profile. Weigh your penny, use a digital scale. If it weighs 3.11 grams, it's copper. If it's 2.5 grams, it's zinc. Confirm with a magnet. Copper is not magnetic, so if it sticks to a magnet, it's a fake. Get it certified. If you think you have a winner, send it to a professional coin grading service like PCGS or NGC for authentication. Imagine finding one of these rare pennies in a jar of coins or at the bottom of your drawer. That's exactly what happened to a lucky collector who unknowingly had the $57 million penny sitting in his house for years. Another collector found a rare 1982 D penny at a flea market for just 25 cents. Only to later discover it was worth thousands. Even if you don't have the holy grail of pennies, some 1982 pennies still hold value. Conclusion: could you be the next millionaire? So, what are you waiting for? Check your piggy banks, coin jars, and old collections now. You might be sitting on a life-changing fortune, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more incredible coin stories. Hit that notification bell so you never miss a rare coin update. Who knows? The next time you find a penny on the ground, it could be worth $57 million. Today, we are diving deep into a small but mighty coin that could turn your pocket change into millions of dollars. Yes, you heard that right. The 1993 Lincoln penny, a coin that many people overlook, has some rare versions that are selling for jaw-dropping amounts, and one even estimated to be worth $58 million. So, grab your magnifying glasses, because in today's video, we will uncover the history, errors, key markers, and secret features that make certain 1993 Lincoln pennies incredibly valuable. Before we jump into the big money details, let's take a look at how this humble 1-cent coin became a collector's dream. The Lincoln penny was first introduced in 1909 to honor the 100th birthday of Abraham Lincoln, the 16th President of the United States. Since then, it has been a staple in American currency. But the 1993 Lincoln penny is particularly fascinating because it was minted during a crucial transition period. The 1993 Lincoln penny is part of the Memorial Reverse series, which was in circulation from 1959 to 2008. The Philadelphia Mint, No Mint Mark, and Denver Mint, D Mint Mark, were the two main locations that produced these coins. But what makes some of these pennies worth a fortune? Let's find out. Now, let's talk about what makes certain 1993 Lincoln pennies stand out from the rest. Mint errors and rare variations are the golden tickets in the world of coin collecting. Here are some key factors that can make your penny extremely valuable. This occurs when the coin's design is accidentally stamped twice during minting. If you find a 1993 penny with doubling on Lincoln's face, date, or lettering, you could be holding a coin worth thousands of dollars. A misaligned strike can make a penny highly desirable among collectors. The more off-center the design, the higher the value. A weak strike or missing letters can make your penny unique. Collectors go crazy over these small but critical details. Now, let's talk big money. How much have these pennies sold for in the past? Check this out. And the rarest 1993 Lincoln penny, estimated at a whopping $58 million. That's right. A super rare 1993 Lincoln penny, with an unconfirmed but unique composition error, is speculated by experts to be worth up to $58 million. Imagine finding one of these in your coin jar at home. So, how can you tell if you have a valuable 1993 penny? Here's a step-by-step guide. Check the date and mint mark, look for 1993 and see if there's a D, Denver Mint, or no mark, Philadelphia Mint. Examine for errors, use a magnifying glass to spot doubling, off-center strikes, or missing letters. Weigh the coin. The standard zinc-based penny weighs 2.5 grams, but if yours is heavier, you might have a rare copper planchet error. Compare to auction records. Check online sales and grading websites like PCGS and NGC to estimate its potential value. So, what do you do if you find a valuable 1993 Lincoln penny? Here are your best options: auction houses, heritage auctions, Stax Bowers, and great collections. eBay and online marketplaces. List your coin with high-quality pictures and a detailed description. Coin dealers and coin shows. Visit a professional coin dealer for an expert appraisal. Grading services, PCGS and NGC, have your penny professionally graded for maximum value. Alright, coin lovers. Now that you know the secrets of the 1993 Lincoln penny, start checking your spare change right now. You might be holding $1 million coin without even realizing it. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on more coin treasure hunts. Comment below if you have a rare coin story. Who knows? You could be featured in our next video. Until next time, happy collecting and keep searching for hidden treasure.